Hi everybody, my name is Mutuana. We have some question here. Let's get started. So let's say here the marginal cost function of the goods is given by that one. So this is a marginal cost function. Find the total cost function. I'll show you now. Easy, very easy. That's very easy. Okay, so we're gonna say now, look, if they give you these two things, you gotta differentiate. You have to know how to differentiate. You have to know how to differentiate. If they say they give you what? Marginal cost, and they want you to find what? Total cost. So from marginal to total, what you do, you must integrate. But from total to marginal, you must differentiate. So for now, we want to integrate because we want to move from marginal to cost function. So what we're going to do now, how we're going to integrate is very easy. So now I'm going to say I have to integrate here. So I'm going to integrate. Look, I'm going to say integral of negative, but this is negative, so negative can just simply go out, and they say what? Q square, and then you might, whenever there's an integral, okay, let's do this. No, let's do this. So we're gonna say integral, so of this one, but negative is gonna go back because negative constant, and then you write your integral. That's next is integral, and then you write your Q square. But there's separation there, so you write dq, means you differentiate with respect to this q. So there's a plus. We plus, and then we put integral again. Now is 8q, means 8 is just a constant, so it's going to go behind the integral, and a constant always go behind the integral. So then we have our q, and then we want to say dq. So this is a power rule of integration. Okay, so you can go to my other video, the previous video, explain everything clear. So now we're going to say, so what we do, this is a power. Like if somebody give you integral of x power n dx, so you integrate x. See, let's say a here, let's say there's a. But does a has to do with the x? No, it does not have to do, because you integrate x. So a is going to go behind because it has nothing to do with the x. So you left with the x power n, and then you integrate what? X. So if in this format of power rule, you see this is a power rule here. There's a power, function has a power. So what you do, you write your a, and then write your x. See this power plus 1, so it's going to be n plus 1, and then you over the same thing. N plus 1, and then you plus constant. Why we plus constant? Because there's no limit here. See, if it's in a power rule of integration. So same with that. See, same with that. Because if you look careful here, this is the power rule. So then we're going to say negative, just negative. So we're going to write our q square. Q square, 2 plus 1 equal to 3. And then you write the same thing in the denominator, 3. And then you go for the next one. So for the next one, there's no power, means there's a power 1. So we write our 18. And then 8 is just a constant, so you write our q. 1 plus 1 equal to 2, and then you over the same number 2. But we must plus constant. You know why we add constant? Because there's no limit here in the interval, no limit. So what we're going to do here, we can simply simplify. 80 divided by 2 equal to 40. 80 divided by 2 equal to 40. And this is going to be negative q cubed over 3 plus 40, because this and this equal to 40. When you divide it equal to 40. Q square plus c. But now, they mentioned something here. The total cost function is fixed cost, fixed equal to 50. So c means constant. So constant always fixed. So I'll replace the c for this case. But normal integration, leave them how it is. But they have told you here, the fixed equal to 50. So I'm going to replace this with a 50. So finally it's going to be negative x cubed over 3 plus 4 q square plus 50. And this is going to be my final answer. If you look in the option number 1. Option number 1. See? So option number 1 is correct. See what I'm saying? Option number 1 is correct. Now we can go to the next question. Okay, let's go to the next question here. So this question here, I like this question, very interesting. See? So they say here, very, very, very important question. Okay, listen to me carefully. This is a very important question. Okay. So now they say, before we go further, right? If you're new to this program, please, fam, my beautiful family, come here and subscribe. Click that subscription button. See, just click that subscription button and go. So now let's go to the next question here. This next question here is very interesting. So what do they want? First, they have given you function, but what is this? This is supply function. Supply function. So they give supply function, then we know here they're gonna ask producer surplus. Surplus, if they give surplus, they're gonna ask for produce a surplus for the most case. If they give you demand function, see, or consumer function, demand function, then most of the time they're going to ask you to find the consumer surplus. See, but for now, what am I saying now? Come on. So they want us to find the producer surplus. We have to find out this producer surplus. Okay, let me get to the point. Let me not beat about bush. So to get producer surplus, we have a formula. We say producer surplus equal to PQ. Oh my God. PQ times Q minus integral from 0 to Q, capital Q, integral minus integral, and then here must be producer surplus function, and they say dq. So how we do the look? We have the value of P, we have the value of Q equal to 10. So we need to find what? P. We can get P because if I can plug Q here, then it's going to give me P, because we need P here. Q we have here, and Q we have here. So now I'm going to say now PS, or just a P equal to Q square. What is Q? 10. 10 square equal to 100 minus 2 times 10 equal to 20 plus 20, and this plus 12. This is going to give us 92. So the value of P equal to 92. Okay, so for that case now we're going to say here producer surplus equal to P times Q. What is P? P equal to 92 times Q equal to 10 minus 0 to Q. What is our Q? Our Q equal to 10. What is our producer function? The one that they have given to you, this one here, which is Q square. Now we go to the game of power rule of integration again. Okay, so what we're going to do here is the method of simplification. So we're going to say producer surplus equal 92 minus, now you see they have a limit. Now let's integrate. Now this is the power 1. Look, you can separate, say integral Q squared dq minus. Remember there's a bracket here because this minus for all of them. There's a bracket, okay? And they have a 2 integral, but I take this 2 out because it's constant. So integrate the first one, you integrate the second one, because of the bracket you integrate the third one. Q dq Q, and then we plus 12. 12 is a constant, so I can write integral, because 12 is a constant, it's going to go behind it, so it's going to be integral of dq. So for that case now, we're going to say, let me write here dq closer so it can be visible. So for that case now, we're going to say 92. Oh, okay, our limit, don't forget our limit start from 0, and this is, look, there's a bracket here. So our limit start from 0 to 10. 0 to 10. 0 to 10. So what we're going to do, power rule of integration, which is easy, just like I explained before. So we're going to say there's a power 2 here, right? So 2 plus 1 equals 3. So we're going to have a, don't forget your bracket, Q 3 over same thing 3. See? With minus 2. Here there's no power, means power 1. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. So it's going to be Q 1 plus 1 equals 2 over the same number 2. Plus plus. We're going to write our 12, and then what? When you integrate dq, you're going to get what? Q. See? So what we're going to do now, do not forget your limit, family. My limit for all of them start from 0 to 10. So what we're going to do, remember, the limit only for here, because the integral start from here. This one has nothing to do. It's out of the business. It's part of the solution, but it's out of the limit. You're not going to use the limit. So what we're going to do, we can finalize. I'm going to make space here, because I don't need that space stuff here. And you understood how this stuff comes about. Okay, so what we're going to do now, okay, so we're going to say 92 minus upper limit. So what is the upper limit? The upper limit, take this 10, substitute in the position of q, wherever there's a q. So it's going to be 10 cubed over 3, that's the upper limit, minus Here we're going to plus 10. So 2 times 10 square over 2 plus 12 times what? 10. So that's upper limit. So we're going to have to minus by lower limit. Look, by lower limit, if you plug 0 in anywhere, look, if you plug 0 here, so what you do is say upper limit minus lower limit. So upper limit, we just did it now. So we must minus, let's put it like this. We must minus by lower limit. But lower limit is going to be 0. You know why? Look, if I take 0, plug in here, the position of cube means everything is going to be 0 because 0 square cube 0 divided by 3, 0. Take 0. 0 square equal to 0 times this equal to 0. 12 times 0 equal to, so everything in the lower limit is going to be 0. So it's going to be, same as say, all of this upper limit minus 0. See what I'm saying? And here our limit, let me write here clear. This is 0 to 10. Oh, let me 0 to 10. Sorry, just now. So let me do this. Let me do this. Okay, cool. We can see now. So now we're going to say, so then we're going to say, finally, so we can plug this in the calculator, and this is going to give us, plug in the calculator, so it's going to be 92 minus, should I really plug in the calculator? Oh yes, you have to. Let me show you how to plug in the calculator now. So you click the calculator and you plug together so you can see how the answer comes about. I don't want you to see me now. I'm gonna hide here. I'm gonna hide my face. Okay. So now we're gonna say now 920. Oh, excuse me, cancel. 920 minus bracket. And the first one is q cube, means 10 cube. So say 10 cube over 3 minus 2 q square over 2. Anyway, look, this one here, look, I could just simplify this because look, these two and these two cancels like q square there. Okay, come to q square. I forgot to simplify grade 4 question stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna say there's no 2, so I can simply say q square. What is a q? 10. So 10 square. And the last one, we say plus what? 12q. It's gonna be 12 times 10. 12 times 10. Close and then close the bracket. So now this is going to give us that, which is 5666. 56667. When they put this on here, means that like is continuing, means 666, repeating number. So then we're going to say, let me put this one aside. Now you see me? Okay, so now we're going to say, we can simply say our answer is what? All this, our final answer, if you substitute, is going to be what? 566.666. That's what I put like this. But if you approximate this, look, you can just cut here. This can change the previous number. So finally, our third option is the right option. See? So look here, if you first time this program, and come right here, subscribe, show me some love, and leave a comment so I can send you a shout out, like I say all the time. If you leave a comment, then I'm going to send shout out to you. You know, most of the time, any student will send me the question, I send shout out. Like this question here, come from Duncan Masimang from Johannesburg, my brother, man, from Johannesburg. You know, one of my, my good brother, man. You know, he sent me this question. Hey, we're trying to help me out with this question. But the first one to send me this question is Morongwa. Morongwa, she's saying, Muchwana, please do this for me. So the first video is going to be a lot of shout out, from Morongwa, Mohale, Mesho. So man, thanks a lot for your time. I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks a lot, and I'm out.